Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's okay, Dad. Talk to you guys about the new Satellaknights. Satellaknight. I guess Satellaknight sounds good for now. Looks like a new archetype. Screwing around on Wiki Yu-Gi-Oh, Wiki, and from what I've been reading, they're kind of like Constellars 2.0 version 1.8, something like that. So let's kind of do a quick review of these guys, and I'll give you my thoughts. The first one we got here is Satellaknight Altair. He only uses effect once per turn when it's summoned, and it says when the card is summoned, so special summon or normal summon or flip summon. Target one Tellarknight monster in your graveyard, except for himself, a copy of himself. Special summon in face-up defense position. If you activate this effect, monsters you control other than Tellarknight monsters cannot attack for the rest of the turn. So just looking at this guy right off the bat, if you normal summon him, you get another one of your Tellarknights from the grave. If it has an on-summon effect, it will trigger him as well. So that's pretty sick. Like, what is that, Blizzard? Blackwing Blizzard, you know, the effects don't get negated when they're revived from the graveyard, or any number of other monsters that summon from the graveyard. Comes in defense like a Wolfbark, but it's not negated. I mean, that's amazing so far. 1700 stats, pretty respectable. Next one we have is Satellaknight Deneb. I guess this is a chick with a name like Deneb. You can only use effect of Satellaknight Deneb once per turn. When this card is summoned, add one Tellarknight monster from your deck to your hand. So if this is in a grave previously, you summon Altair, get Deneb. Deneb's effect activates, and then you can add a monster from your deck to your hand. That's sick. Then next we have Vega. Again, you only use this effect once per turn. When this card is summoned, you can special summon one Tellarknight monster from your hand. Okay. You see what we got going on here? This is like, these guys are kind of like gadgets. On summon effects, you get a plus. That's so insane. See, Satellaknight Bridge. You can only activate one bridge per turn. Target a Tellarknight monster you control. Special summon one Tellarknight monster with a different name from your deck, and if you do, shuffle that target into the deck. As long as that special summon monster is face up, you cannot special summon monsters except for Tellarknight monsters. So I guess this lets you cheat dudes onto the field like really quick and just keep advantage rolling. You can dodge effects. You can dodge bottomless. You can dodge trap hole, dodge dimensional prison, dodge fiendish chain. That is so cool. Satellaknight Delta Teos. I don't care. 3 level 4s. Okay. When this card is exceed summon, or this card has exceeds material, you can normal special summon. Oh, when you normal special summon a monster, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if he's on the field with materials, or when he summoned himself, if the summon is successful, your opponent can't torrential him or bottomless him, and any subsequent monster summoned can't be bottomless or torrential so long as he has materials. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card and target one card in the field, destroy that card. Wow. So they have their little mini boss. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special one Tellarknight monster from your hand or deck. So this is like Gear Gigant meets, see, Gear Gigant X meets what's his name? Pleiades meets Jesus Christ. That is so crazy. What's next here? Sacred Constellation Factor. When a spell card, trap card, monster effect activated. So basically, they get a barrier that's not searchable. Negate the activation. If you do, destroy it, then draw one card. Okay, that's stupid. So not only do you get to negate whatever the hell you want, you get to draw a card after you negate it. Seems freaking legit. And all these cards are in the Duelist Advent, the set after Primal Origins. Wow. Fusion. Oh, right off the bat, it's level 5, so you can instant fusion this fucker. Must first be fusion summoned, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Neither player can summon more than one monster per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Shadal spell trap card in your graveyard and add a card to your hand. So like, let's say you instant fusion this guy and they chain max C. If you have a good enough board position, you just let it die, and then when it goes to the graveyard, you get one of your spells back, so you don't take a complete minus. You pay, basically you pay $1,000 or 1,000 life points, and in the end phase you get a Magician of Faith type effect back. That's not too bad. That's kind of hot actually. Reincarnation Dragon Samsara. Level 5 is generic Debris Dragon. Finally has something to go into, albeit late. So Debris Dragon and level 1 can go into this. 100 attack, 2600 defense. So that's okay. Especially when you see his effect. You can only use the effect of Reincarnation Dragon once per turn. Once per turn, if this card on the field is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect or by being destroyed by battle, you can target one monster in either player's graveyard except him and special summon it. That's sick. It's a good thing they put by your opponent's card effect. Can you imagine chaining Call the Haunted on this? You know, you nuke the field, chain Call, take their big monster out of their grave, or just that could make for some super shenanigans. And finally, Saphira, the Dragon Princess God. Oh, this is a ritual dude, ritual monster. Level 6 up, more hieratic abuse. See, you can summon this card with Song of Blessing. You can only use the effect of Saphira, Dragon Princess God, once per turn. During the end phase of the turn, this card is ritual summoned, or during the end phase of the turn, a light monster is sent from your hand or deck to the graveyard. While this card is face up, you can activate one of the following effects: draw 2 cards, then discard one. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Add 1 light monster from the graveyard to your hand. Oh, okay. So let's say if you, okay, first when you ritual summon this during the end phase, you can draw 2 and then discard a card. Later on, if this lives, let's say you go a set Sue, then pitch a card from your hieratic from your hand to pop a back row with Sue while she's still face up on the field. During the end phase, if you didn't know DK on that turn, you get to draw 2 more cards, discard a card, or if you like, well, they have Gores or whatever, they have 1 card in their hand, so you know what, I'm not gonna risk it for whatever reason, and I was gonna pluck that card out of your hand. Or you can get your Set or Sue or Honest back from your graveyard into your hand. That's kind of nice. So looking at all this, it's kind of making me realize why they instituted the first player doesn't get that 6 card rule, because I mean they got all these built-in plus monsters, and so going first is still beneficial because you get to set your traps first, and then you can just start a string of +1 monsters, and you pretty much make up for the lost card. And not only that, you have your traps to prevent your opponent first staying up ahead, and that's kind of hot. And just on a side note, and this is going to be directed to my nephew. Let's see if I can he made a video talking about always going second. Let's see if we can find that real quick. I'm giving my nephew Mega Capital G a big shout out right now. YouTube, and go check out my nephew. Awesome dude. Video about always going second, just because. So even him, my other nephew Mickey, going first is broken word. Everybody thinks that going first is not going to be the hotness. Everybody wants to go second. I'm here to tell you that going first is still good, because you get to set your spell and traps and do your first turn combos unimpeded, and that's still going to be important. Yes, you get one less trap and or one less card, but the right combination of cards is going to be just the same. Then people, he also made another video talking about cards that would be good if you plan on going second a lot. You got to talk about Night Beam and Cyber Dragon, those kind of things. You still want to construct your deck this in the same fashion. You don't want to add a bunch of additional spell and trap removals, especially if you're playing a combo based deck. Every card in your deck that is not a combo based card is a liability, because you can't combo with MST, you can't combo with Night Beam. You know, it doesn't achieve your combo. Generally, combo based decks are designed to play around your opponent's back row anyway. I mean, you look at Mermails, you summon Pike, they Fiendish Chain, fine. You pitch Marksman, nuke their shit. Then you pitch Teus, Gunned, and you know, you just do all this other random stuff. You just bait back row, bait back row. Next thing you know, you've one for one all their back row. You still plus a little bit, and you proceed to OTK them anyway, or you've burned all their resources because for some whatever reason they set all their back row. Now they're drawing to one card to your big ass field of, you know, Shark, Trite, Gaios, or Draco Sack, you know, whatever kind of shenanigans Mermails put together, and you still lose. Random thoughts. I'm done ranting. Love you, nephews. But you guys are kind of wrong on this. It's Dub K Dad, and I'm out.